Hey, welcome to another episode of In Between Time. You already know what it is, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. You already know about In Between Time. It can happen any place, anywhere. And we got a special guest with us today, man. We got my boy Gamma from Suckapunch Productions. Man, y'all make some noise for him. See, I'm always in show production. I'm like, nobody's here making noise, but I always say that. I'm always in
Right.
show mode.
All right.
Yeah, man. But this man already knows about that, man. He's been doing shows, throwing shows, and making it happen for a long one, a minute, man. So he's definitely a staple in the music scene and all that, man. Let the people know a little bit about yourself.
Oh man, what's up? I'm Gamma. Just been out here in the AV for most of my life, and started doing our little production thing, small scale, about 2015, and then it's kind of grown to where it's at now.
Definitely, man. It's definitely grown big, man. You know what I'm saying? You definitely put down some of the hottest shows out here, legends too as well, dope hip hop shows. And not only just hip hop, what I like about you well rounded, you know what I'm saying? You do plethora of shows, man. Punk, rock, old school, new school, a little something for everybody, man. Where did you get that musical, like, just were you always like just musically different, just went with a lot of genres?
Yeah, definitely could say that. Growing up in SoCal, just I had a diverse group of friends. Uh, you know, Diverse group of people. We just went out, kind of from like graffiti culture too. You know what I mean? We just all listen to all different types of music. Hip hop,
Okay.
punk rock was just like kind of like prevalent. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Especially for us in like the late '90s and stuff, because it was like two routes basically. It was a lot of the gangster music that we all love and respect too.
Yeah.
Uh, but we just, we kind of gravitated to more like, LA underground hip hop, East Coast hip hop, and then of course like the punk rock scene as well. Like all that. It was just we liked it, we embraced it. You know what I mean? It was all on some against the society, against the government type shit when we were younger.
Yeah.
So like I guess you could say more like you know just different types of music for a time where like more gangster rap was like more prevalent and more popular, I guess.
Y'all were going y'all different way, going against the grain and whatnot. Speaking of that, you guys are definitely you're involved in like the elements of hip hop and everything like that, being from pose, beatboxing and all that. Is it like how did you even get into like just doing music, just doing that and just start with the pose, beatboxing and all that?
Um, yeah, man. I grew up in the valley, San Fernando Valley, and shit, man. We used to like just uh as a young kid. I'm talking about like first, second, third grade type shit. We
Yeah.
just be out there, popping and breaking and beatboxing and stuff. My mom would be like that one, be like, "Oh, go show the family, go do your moves." I'd be like, "Man, I ain't doing that shit. I'm a real b boy."
I'm really out here.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where that came from at first,
Yeah.
and then once I came out here, and then I was going to high school and stuff, and I saw like all these other people kind of like being into that stuff again, and I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I was like, I used to kind of do some stuff too, and then so I had like a couple of beats, that I had just locked ready to go at any time, and then I ran into Vive and the homie Nitron, and there's a couple of other cats at Beatbox Radio, and yeah, I mean, there was just a little squad of beatboxers. I just found them, and I was just like, oh shit, like I do that too. Then we just like started hanging out, and then eventually ended up getting in the crew, and then we started doing battles, and then we became like judges eventually for the battle, like the battles that were happening, and then it's kind of what happened.
Yeah. Well, you guys are like the staple of like underground hip hop. Um, in the AV. You know what I'm saying? Like if anybody wanted, like, if you was doing any type of hip hop elements, authentic hip hop, you had to call Pose, and deal with y'all back then. You know what I'm saying? So even right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you doing your thing still is like, it's like
Yeah,
you guys are the hip hop cats out here.
yeah, we were definitely always like battle ready, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what's kind of us growing up in the '90s in a super competitive like time where like you know, man, we could be walking to the grocery store and get called out or some shit.
Yeah.
It was the funniest stuff, but we would go the to the skating rink like every weekend, and it's like almost like how the football team would like train and practice and stuff like for whatever weekend's game. That's how we would train and practice to go over to the skating rink and try to take fools out. You know what I mean?
Going
We
hard
were
in the
that
paint.
Yeah, we were that dedicated. We're that we just were just beast, man, and we just wanted to be the best. It's kind of funny because we just wanted to be the best in our town. You
Mhm.
know, so like we would have people come from out of the AV to come battle us, which we thought was funny, because we just honestly just want to be the best here in the AV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Do you miss that competitiveness, that like that urge to just get out there? You know what I'm saying? That fire.
Well, a lot of it's helped me in my business and just in life in general. Being a kid and being that competitive, um, you know what I mean, as a child, because I'll say like 15, 16, 17, always striving to be the best and just like, people just underestimating me or whatever. And I'll just be like, man, I'm just gonna, show them. And I just had like this energy consistently to like go towards, um, the things that I wanted, and it's consistently like that for me even today. When I want something, I will do everything I can to make sure I get it. And I think a lot of that goes back to those days of being that competitive.
Yeah, man, that was you hit it right on the head. I was just gonna ask you, like, how did that help you into like what you're doing now? Because as far as like you guys are not really performing as much, but you're still in the show vibes. You know what I'm saying? You're like the head show guy out here in the AV, really California. You know what I'm saying? You guys are all over the place. How did that transition happen, and how did that was it a comfortable transition, or does it like kind of by force?
Uh, no, we've always had a goal. Basically, our reasoning for our business to be like a production company first. It was small scale. Oh, let's just do some shows in Lancaster, and then went to like Palmdale, and then um, we just started like wanting more and doing more, and then kind of exploring other cities to get into. I don't know. Am I answering your question? Is that what
Yeah,
you're?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You on it? You on it?
All right, yeah. So basically, we just set little goals in front. First, it was me by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my wife. It was us two together, and we were running Anna's bar for a while, and then
Oh man, I remember that. Yeah,
yeah,
that's man.
I did entertainment. She ran the bar. So
Yeah,
that was fun times, man. Because that was back when like I'd make $50 a show to bring a show in. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I get to drink some beers for free.
yeah.
I got to hang out with my wife. I got to go to work with her, and I got to do a little bit of work. And it was humbling times, I guess you could say, because it wasn't really about like like it was really about just throwing shows. It was a very organic time.
The
You
love
know what
of
I
it.
mean? Yeah, and not to say that it's not there now, because I still love it. I love what I do and stuff, but it was just a different time. It was just really trying to get people together, the community together, and just those shows. For as cheaply as I can. I mean, most of the shows were free, and then I started charging like $3 to $5. and
Yeah.
that's kind of, we just kept it, between 3 and 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but yeah, it was good. It was a good time, man, for sure. And I remember the first time being involved with like a big show. I just saw like the different level of where I was at as
Hmm.
trying to be like a promoter. You know what I mean? I was very like just small scale. Not like, what I mean, just even as I was small scale even for a small town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You definitely had room to grow.
Yeah, and then like I said, I started working with some people, and I started seeing things like just be more like the shows were a lot more serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was a lot more behind the scene parts where I was like, whoa, like I've never had to do this or I've never had to do that,
Yeah.
and because I did like probably like a year or two with never doing a contract.
Yeah.
Um, you know, so like it's so funny like now because all we do is deal with contracts consistently, and with agents and artists and managers and stuff like that. But back then it was really just like, hey, do you want to come play this show on Saturday? You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
very easy, and you could just build a whole show and like, all right, and everyone come, it was just, chill, it's just, like I said, it was just a different time.
What was the show? What was the point where you like made the switch? It'd been like, like we're not in the minor leagues no more, or we're elevating. What was that? That point.
I guess it's happened a few times, you know what I mean? Um, like it's kind of funny, like it's this each show that was bigger than what I was doing. See, there's a lot more stress, so I remember the times of it.
Yeah.
But it was like, I went from like a 50 cap room, 50 to like 70 cap room, and then all of a sudden I was like in a 200 cap room, and
Yeah.
then when I hit 300 cap, I was like, oh my goodness, like this is a lot, it's so
Yeah.
funny, but it was just different, like like probably three different situations that like I could pinpoint where like, okay, this was another time, and then the next time, and now it's just kind of consistent, and it's not that we're just like jaded, but we're just like kind of more just we just book artists, we do shows now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So you
uh
like kind of like the haze is over now. You're used to it. And I was like, you're just like if it's pops, it pops. Yes, we wanted that, but it's on to the next.
yeah, because I think the next step is festivals, man. We did a small mini
Yeah.
festival this year. It was a new metal concert. We had 4 headliners. That was the first time I had that many headliners on one show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like that was interesting. It was a lot. There was a lot to deal with. You know what I mean? For me, anyways, at this point in time. But yeah, we definitely want to get into where we're throwing more festivals, stacked lineups, bigger capacities. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Are just going all that summer jam shit type of, type of shit.
yeah,
You know.
it's we're not against it, man. Like we have,
Yeah.
like I'm not sure how we're gonna do it next year. It's kind of funny because part of us wants to get, not to say that we want to like stop doing the smaller shows, but you know, it does take time away from us. Um, you know, but hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, no,
Yeah,
no. You good.
I'm sorry. Where were we?
Just doing festivals, eventually branching out to bigger stacked up lineups and whatnot.
Yeah, like yeah, we definitely want to get to that point where we're consistently doing the bigger shows. There's definitely a lot of levels in this like promotion game. I mean, we've talked to very big promoters in the game. You know what I mean? Um, and there's always a lot to learn. You know what I mean? So I don't know everything either. You know what I mean? But the more that we do, the bigger we do, the more that we learn. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we started off with just me, and my wife helping to us having like staff now and having like security, and we're we're trying to purchase all our infrastructure right now. So we're in the process of getting like staging and trussing and sound and lighting, and we want to own everything basically, so we could go anywhere and do stuff. You know what I mean?
So be a whole
Uh,
conglomerate, a whole entertainment function, like stage crew, everything.
yes, yes, that's our
That's
goal.
major.
You know what I mean?
That's major right
Yeah,
there, bro. Hey, bro, I see where you started from. Hey, man, we started in some of the same rooms, man. You know, the same small rooms, the front room of
yes,
the
sir.
industry theaters, type of shit. We was at
Yes, sir.
the fucking Britisher, man. We was rocking for pitchers of beer. You know what I'm saying?
All
So,
right.
yeah,
Hey, that
so,
was fun though. Hey, man,
bro,
those were good times, man.
man,
Hey,
I really think back that some of the best times in my life, man, for real though, man.
yeah,
Some of them small time shows, industry theater days.
man, it was just all of us, the same cats, bro. We all came out. We all supported each other.
Yeah,
We
man.
all, it was awesome, man. Like, what a cool thing that we got to experience together. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying? And
It's
it was great. Like,
it,
I
re-
wouldn't,
It really was, man. You know what I'm saying? We kind of still got some of that now. You got some strong players in the game, man. Shout out to everybody that's still coming out. The show's rocking Profound LA, the Banditos, the Philly Blunts, you know what I'm saying? And everybody else that's rocking, everybody that's been doing their things at these shows that you're doing, man. Let's talk about that too. Some of the shows I rocking. I could honestly say, man, you have got me for every, basically hip hop show you got to host. You know what I'm saying? The resident Suckapunch host. So
yes, sir.
I definitely appreciate that, man. And I agree with you. Some of these shows that we did, you realize like things are getting bigger. Because I was looking like, like what was the last show? It was hella packed. It was what did we do? It might have been the Loonies or something like that, or the Afro Man or something. But you looked out there and it was like, yo, it's like it's people all the way back there to the back, standing room only. you
Yeah,
know,
see a people, man. It's just crazy.
I was remember rocking shows where it's literally like 7 people in there, like counting us. you
Yeah,
know,
I do try to tell these like up and coming rappers and stuff like that. Try to do as many shows as you can, man. But not. I mean, of course, in your city, but branch out, man. There's a lot of outlets.
yeah,
Like, there's a lot of shows to get on, and if you don't have like the connections, man, tap in with one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
we could get you on shows all over California.
yeah,
Um, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, exposure, man. Get out there, do your thing. I mean, that's how I started kind of getting my little uh, book of business, you could kind of say, is when the crew would go out there to shows and we rock some stuff, and I would just go out there and I'd network, man. I'd be
yeah,
out
man,
there talking to people and trying to get phone numbers, and I was just out. I was hustling, bro, because I saw, like, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. I wanted to be in the music industry, and I was just like, I wanted, those shows, and I want to be, you know, a professional promoter,
yeah.
and so, but with that, it took a lot of, just getting out there and talking to people and stuff,
Definitely, definitely, man. That network is key, man. A lot of people don't realize that, man. You got to talk. Closed mouth don't get fed at all.
Yeah, it's true, it's true. And
And
then like now, so it's been I have a small group of people we work with right now. So like, it's myself, it's Robert. So we got
shout
Sucker
out to
Punch.
Robert, man. Always taking care of me at the door, man.
Yeah, so we got Sucker Punch, we got Latin Active, we got Definitive Productions, my boy Tully. We got Cali Live, we just we got cats, like I said, all over Cali, man, that just are helping us with the movement. You know what I mean? So yeah, things are pushing, man. We got Dub C on Saturday with
Yes,
Lighter Taylor
yes.
Brown. After that, I got TSOL, old school, punk band. I got them in Bakersfield at the Great Change Brewery. On Saturday, we have them in Santa Cruz at the Veterans Memorial Hall. Um, After that, we got Head PE coming out October 1st. We got Little Rob October 15th. And then I got another show I can't announce yet.
Oh man,
October
big things
29th.
coming up. Hey,
We
but
got
we
we got
will. No, go ahead.
we got a little special Halloween show for y'all this coming up this year.
Okay,
So
okay, man. So y'all definitely gonna be able to stay connected on that because we're gonna have all the links posted in the description below where you can get tickets, find out about events, Instagram, everything that you can find out about Sucker Punch Productions. But before we get out of here, I know you're short on time, man. I wanted to go back a little back in time, right quick. Hang on. Go back, just go back in time with my boy right quick to, some simpler days, man. We gonna go back, man. Hold on, did it pop up?
there it is. That's
Who's
right.
that man right there, man? That was before the beard right there, man.
Ah,
Hang
yeah.
on, hang on. Let's see, let's get my boy. Okay.
Yeah, who want to cipher with somebody right now?
Hey, give him that mic, man. He need to.
Anyone, somebody?
Oh, he need that better mic.
Grab the mic. Acting like y'all don't want to run up, it ain't right. Where the hell y'all at, man? You want to make a line right here and rap right after Aladdin? I ain't
How does that make you feel right there?
No discussion.
Yeah. That's some old school stuff right there.
Having them looking like they be seeking for me. The rest of them looking like
That's what it was, man. Seems like yesterday, man.
For real,
It
man.
really does, man.
Black and blue, that be true. Like my Dodger fits. Fucked around with this, leave you looking like a Raider cat.
Man, it's crazy, man. It's like where he came from, man, and just like you came from there into running the show. You was on stage, now you behind the stage.
Yeah, the transition is funny. But it's the right one for myself for sure. I would like to say that probably a lot of people in the industry are ex-musicians for sure. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So those are the best, man, because we respect both angles. We
yeah,
respect the hustle to get on the stage and rock shows consistently. Um, you know, and then now we do what we do on this side of the fence. You know what I mean?
yeah. Do you ever see yourself doing like either music production, like the label or anything like that, or just gonna keep it shows?
It's funny. I've been asked a lot to start a record label. Um, I just know that I know what it takes to be successful in something. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And then how much it engulfs your life. And if I can't do it 100% like I do my production company, then I don't want to mess with it. You know what I mean?
definitely.
If it does come to the point where I can focus that much time and energy on starting a record label, we will. You know what I mean? We've had talks about it. We've had some serious talks about it. That we get hit up consistently by artists
Yeah.
to manage them and whatnot. And you just never know, man. You just never know.
Hey man, y'all just keep it locked, man. Keep it locked. You never know, man. Hey man, but we had a great show with my boy Gamma, man. This is in between time, man. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. Because like I say, this can come on
Yeah.
anytime, anywhere, any place, man. You want to say any more links, any other shout outs or anything, bro?
I did forget. We have Bravo the Bag Chaser, November 11th. That'll be coming out too as well. Just follow the links, man. Follow Sucker Punch events on Instagram, Sucker Punch _events, Sucker Punch Productions on Facebook. Yeah, just follow us. Come to our show, say hi. Always be there. I'm super friendly, man. So
Definitely is, man. That's the homie right there, man. Appreciate everything, bro. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Make sure y'all hit us up. Link's going to be down below in the description. In between time, you already know what it is. It's your boy Don Primo Supreme.